In preparation for the 20th anniversary celebration of the Bisi Olatilo show, BOS, a committee was set up to take care of arrangements ahead of the big day. The brain behind the multiple award-winning Bisi Olatilo show, BOS, is Nigeria's multilingual broadcasting guru, Prince Bisi Olatilo, who has been in the business of broadcasting for 45 years and counting. He created the Bisi Olatilo show, BOS, one of Nigeria's globally recognized showbiz programs, 20 years ago, and the show has grown tremendously. The 20th anniversary celebration of the Bisi Olatilo show is built to take place on Friday, the 22nd of November 2019 at the Balmoral Center of the Federal Palace Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. In preparation for this big event, an anniversary committee was set up on Thursday, the 24th of October 2019. The event, which was held at the Executive Sports, Glover Court, Ikoyi, Lagos, had in attendance staff members, colleagues and friends of Prince Bisi Olatilo, who came all out to show their love and support for the broadcaster. In attendance was the former governor of Cross River State, Mr. Donald Duke, Ambassador Rotella, cultural ambassador to the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Togunsi, Ambassador Toyin Lawal, Nigeria's former Deputy High Commissioner to the UK, Ms. Udi Umondak, former First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, popular businessman Sir Alex Onobanjo, Professor Toyin Ashiru, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru, former Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Ogun State, Prince Adeyinka Amosun, Zonal Director, FRCN Lagos Operations, Prince Adelana Adeshida, former Vice Chairman of the Island Club, Dr. Ruben Abati, Mr. Agbenga Adefaye, Managing Director of the Vanguard Newspapers, Ace Broadcaster Osaze Yamu, who came in from Canada for the event, Mrs. Ngozi Emerua, wife of former Minister of Sports, Ace Broadcaster Jacob Akinyemi Johnson, popular designer Ade Bakare, DJ Jimmy Jats, Akinloye Tofowomo of the Sugar Band, Kofida Guru, Rosemi Martins, also known as Alariwo of Africa, to mention a few. The event began with a reading of the citation of the chairman and CEO Biscon Communications, Prince Bisi Olatilo, by the co-anchor of the ceremony, Alariwo of Africa. The citation led to the introduction of Mr. Eddie Emesiri, who was the General Manager Marketing of AIT at the time the Bisi Olatilo show took off 20 years ago. According to Prince Bisi Olatilo, Mr. Eddie Emesiri was the man who showed him the business path of the BOS. In a quick reaction, Mr. Eddie Emesiri also talked about how Prince Bisi Olatilo stood out among his peers through sheer hard work and passion for the job, adding that God has really blessed him beyond his imaginations.
I was General Manager of Marketing for Dar Communications after some years of working in the newsroom. Then Bisi came. For 9 months, he was running, going out, doing things, behaving as if he was still working with the Federal Radio Corporation. So I called him and said, Bisi, you're not making money with this thing. This is money you're losing. Set up a studio. This is what they do now, just set up a studio so that you'll be able to make sure you train your own boys, because this thing, you are competing with us. I can't be asking you to go and do this all the time. You set up your studio so that your boys in your studio will be able to push this thing ahead. And Bisi, there were about 5 of them we had, but Bisi was the most profitable later, because he now came and started paying for airtime. I said, Bisi, you don't graduate, and that's very, and thank God, this is where he is today.
Can you please do me a favor to just rise for this man here? He was the one God sent for this thing we're celebrating today. And look at the way God has also worked it out. He's even here. Oh, Eddie, may God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
The session of Goodwill messages began with the chairman of the occasion, Mr. Donald Duke, who spoke highly of Prince Bisi Olatilo, describing him as a man of many parts, whose passion for the job is top-notch. He also advised that he begins to think of retirement and mentorship, stressing that the youth of today lack good mentorship. Mr. Donald Duke advised that a new generation of young talents should be trained so that they too can sell the Nigerian culture, crafts and ideologies globally, just as the Bisi Olatilo show has been doing in the last 2 decades.
When you talk of role models, he epitomizes that. And for us, Bisi, your time has been well spent, okay? You have to give others and train them. One of the biggest challenges we have in Nigeria is mentoring. We do not consciously mentor the next generation. And whether we like it or not, they will come on the fore, whether we like it or not. He is marketing Nigeria. You know, which is what we require at the moment. We require people who will tell our story, because the story out there that is being told for us is really not the best. Again, I want to congratulate you for what you have done. 20 years of doing just this. You're not flirting with other things, you know. There are some people that will do this is one thing, but they're doing 1,001 other things at the same time. You're focused on it, and you've brought what you are doing to its pinnacle. On behalf of all of us here, and I know that literally all of us will speak at one time or the other, but as a first speaker, I just want to say, look, all of us here are here to congratulate you, wish you well, and ensure that you know that you have folks behind you. Congratulations and thank you.
Professor Toyin Ashiru congratulated Prince Bisi Olatilo for 20 years of consistency and growth, and advised him to look into 21st century broadcasting for the rebranding of the Bisi Olatilo show, which, incidentally, Prince Bisi Olatilo has already initiated with the establishment of the Biscon TV 24-hour TV channel that can be seen all over the world, even online.
I know how many veterans have pressured into this and have disappeared in less than 2, 3, 4, 5 years. To have been resilient and have such a robust structure after 20 years is quite impressive. This is nothing but evidence of hard work, dedication, and uncommon passion for what he's doing, and also high integrity. One thing I can assure you is that Prince Olatilo has done very well in this business, but my advice is that he should now be looking into the 21st century broadcasting, and handing over to the next generation should be another task that we should look at as we are progressing. He's not a young man anymore, and I cannot see him continue doing what he's doing now in the next 10, 20 years. So I can assure you that succession, reliability, and sustainability should be a major aspect that we should look at in this committee. Thank you very much.
Mr. Gbenga Adefaye of the Vanguard newspapers, in his Goodwill message, described Prince Bisi Olatilo as a man of great repute, who is deserving of all the recognitions and support he is getting from his colleagues. He said he's a dedicated man who knows his job.
Bisi Olatilo interests you, and it costs to be interested in whatever he's doing. My own encounter with him from time to time is not in Lagos. He's always in the other community. The first time I had my encounters with him was in the palace of the Oni of Ife, the late of Shijuade. And he was always quick to impress on all of us there that he was also of that same royalty. I said, well, okay, we know you have that royalty, but some of us are also were also of that royalty. I must say also, this Egbon is a very good man. When he sent me the note that this is going to happen, I had no choice. I just said to him, I'm on standby. And because I think he's got a lot to teach some of us. His loyalty, his friendship, and his dedication to the assignment he has given himself. I'm proud of him, and I just can only wish him well, and I do hope that this will last to the end of time. Thank you.
Ms. Udi Umondak, former First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, in her Goodwill message, said Prince Bisi Olatilo is a devoted worshipper of God, who loves him and constantly celebrates God. Speaking on the issue of mentorship and retirement, Ms. Udi Umondak said Prince Bisi Olatilo has been doing great in that regard, as young professionals are already participating in the production of the BOS programs through voiceovers, script writing, and hosting of programs on Biscon TV. She advised that he continues regardless, because the loyal audience of the BOS will love to keep seeing him involved in the craft, because the creativity he brings in is unmatched.
Bisi is in church, be it morning, afternoon, evening, and because he loves God, I love him. A few speakers have said things like Bisi should allow the young generation to take over. I think he does, because most of the time when you listen to his program, the Bisi Olatilo show, the voice there is not Bisi's voice. Most people will find it difficult to hand over a program like that for somebody else's voice. He does. And I think that's his way of gradually allowing the young generation to take over. Well, I don't think you should allow them to completely take over, because I believe that once you go into retirement, you die. Once you stop doing what you love doing, that's the easiest way to die. And Bisi, my prayer is that God will keep you growing from strength to strength. His face will continue to shine upon you.
Dr. Reuben Abati, in his message, attributed the success of the show to the diligence, determination, and commitment of the creator, Prince Bisi Olatilo.
The Bisi Olatilo show is one of the most enduring, most durable programs of its time on television in Nigeria. It's infotainment, and I specifically used to stay awake just to watch it, because through the program I kept abreast of happenings on the cultural scene. It's not just about entertainment, it's also about culture. When those events are shown, you get to learn a lot of things. I know women who will stay awake because they want to know what is happening in somebody else's life, or they want to look at fashion, or they just want to be able to say that, look, I watched that event, to keep abreast. And I consider this to be a great contribution to culture and to television. And I want to wish Mr. Bisi Olatilo many more years of achievement. He's a great bridge builder, not just because of his polyglot talent, but also because of the manner in which he maintains relationships, the manner in which he networks, the manner in which he looks out for the other person. And he's very good on the phone. I mean, many times I will see WhatsApp message for him, I will see text message. I say, this elderly man, as busy as he is, where does he still find the time to be sending text messages, checking on people, how are you? And I think that that's a great aspect of his personality, and I want to congratulate him for all that he has been doing, and for the many more things that he will still do by way of contribution to the growth, progress, and development of Nigeria. Thank you.
Ambassador Morun Rotella, the cultural ambassador to the Oni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, said she has been an ardent follower of the broadcast guru, even while he was on radio. She also delivered the message of the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, showing his support for the 20th anniversary celebration of the Bisi Olatilo show.
It's indeed an honor to be here speaking a word or two as it concerns Uncle Bisi. Like many people here, I grew up hearing his name as an icon in the media, and also seeing him and growing up to know that indeed he's a guru. Uncle Bisi, you are one person very close to Kabisi's heart. He loves you so much. And standing here, you know that he is here, and he sends his love, and he says that I should let you know that he will be with you, he will support you as it concerns this project. And there's a prayer that he likes to hear all the time, and I will share that before I leave. Obobala boke kokokula bukta. God God bless you. Thank you very much.
Sir Alex Onabanjo described Prince Bisi Olatilo as an irreplaceable veteran in the broadcasting industry, adding that he is a man of tremendous qualities and a loyal friend.
Bisi has tremendous qualities that we can continue to list from here till tomorrow. But he's a great winner. This man loves people. He is a friend in need and a friend indeed. There's no time you call on him for anything that he will not get up to do it. And he will even worry for you more than you worry, for the thing yourself. He will go out of his way and say, oh, my friend needs this, my friend needs that. My advice to most young people is don't ever give up. Trying times will come, challenges will come, but you must brace yourself up to face all those challenges and never give up. Bisi has never given up, and that is why he's where he is today. I can only wish you more success in life. I can wish you more energy, because you really display a lot of energies in what you do in this your business. God will continue to bless you. I thank you all very much.
Otumba Bimbo Ashiru said Prince Bisi Olatilo is doing a great job integrating foreign audience and keeping them up to date with indigenous fashion, music, food, and style. He added that Nigerians in the diaspora are updated constantly through the Bisi Olatilo show. He called him a bridge builder.
What can I say about Bisi Olatilo? I always tell people that when they get to a level in their career, now we are celebrating it. There are some people that started about 2019 and they are nowhere to be found. I think when you have passion for something, and like I tell people, what is working at all is working well. Let you be known for what you know to do best, so that things can get better for you. But I'll tell you one thing, people have not said it. Prince Bisi Olatilo has done something. He has been able to integrate Nigerians. All our children abroad, in America, in England, they now look forward to see what is happening in Nigeria. And it is through Bisi Olatilo show. It used to be on AIT or Ben TV. Most times, they now follow what is happening in Nigeria, and they are now interested in coming back home during Christmas because they know that things are happening in Nigeria. So with that, he's been able to integrate everybody. He's a big preacher, and I pray that you will continue to grow from strength to strength. I won't tell you to hand over, but I will tell you to keep on at least mentoring people to get to that level, because judges retire at 70. So at 80, if you retire, there's nothing bad to have. I wish you good luck, and I pray that this one will continue to grow from strength to strength. Congratulations.
Mrs. Tayelemo Shokisonjo, in her words, described Prince Bisi Olatilo as a cheerful and passionate man.
Bisi is so full of life. You can't fault him. I don't think I've ever seen Bisi frown. And I mean, he's so concerned about his business. That is one reason I like Bisi. At every event, you won't see him sitting there like a boss. Bisi will go around directing the cameras. Go left, go right. Have you captured this? Have you done this? Have you done that? That takes somebody. I read mass communication at University of Lagos, and for somebody to do that kind of a thing at his level shows he has passion for the job he's doing. It's not about the money he's making, it's just the passion he has. That's why he's doing that. I'm happy for you, Bisi. God will be with you, God will bless you. You are not going to retire now. They don't retire when you are a journalist or a broadcaster. You know, maybe just train one or two of your children. I mean, maybe when you get older, you can't do much. But you still want to see Bisi Olatilo show on our network every time. If you have any events and Bisi Olatilo show has not covered it, then you not spend money. Bisi Olatilo is the ultimate, you know, when okay, some of the, I mean, everybody, they want to watch Bisi Olatilo every Monday night. Even when we go to parties, we are rushing to the house, 11 o'clock, Bisi Olatilo show. Let's see what's happening. Congratulations, everyone. By the grace of God, we are all going to be alive on the 20th of November.
Later on, Okafo Uchenna Victor, popularly known as Mr. Real, the Legbegbe crooner, who was also there to show support and appreciation to Prince Bisi Olatilo, serenaded guests with his popular hit track, Legbegbe, as DJ Jimmy Jet played music. There were more Goodwill messages, after which the BOS 20th Anniversary Celebration Committee was set up, as conducted by the Chairman and CEO Bisi Communications, Prince Bisi Olatilo. The committee included finance and support, chaired by Mr. Eddie Emesiri and Dr. Kazim Ugbara as co-chairman. Security for the day was to be headed by Air Commodore Ademola Onitiju, retired, and Ambassador Bayomi Nuraini Mumuni as co-chairman. The Welfare Committee had Mrs. Tai Elemosho Kesonjo as chairman and Anita Shimfenita as co-chairperson. Food and catering, manned by Mrs. Folashade Olatilo. Logistics and mobilization had Professor Tony Ashiru as chairman and Otumba Alex Onobanjo as co-chairman. Media is to be headed by Prince Adeyinka Musu, with Benga Noiga as member. ICT and social media to be led by Canada-based broadcaster Osaze Yamu, while Prince Adelan Adeshida will handle mobilization for recreational clubs. Entertainment committee will be chaired by Prince Bisi Olatilo, with Tony Okuruji as co-chairman. Thereafter was a session of photographs and videos, after which the event was brought to an end. As preparations commence, we wish the committees a successful planning ahead of the 20th anniversary celebration of the Bisi Olatilo Show BOS, built to hold on Friday, the 22nd of November 2019, at the Balmoral Center of the Federal Palace Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. Stay tuned to Bisi TV.